No matter how good the cryptocurrency is or how good the stock is, when people are scared, they'll dump. When people are scared or their jobs are hit or businesses are hit or they need to be liquid, they'll sell. And that would be your opportunity to be able to get something that's life-changing. How do you beat the bear market? Please do remember this. In the stock market and even the crypto market, it's just all about cycles. You have markets where there's a lot of optimism, good earnings reports, everyone's so excited to invest. There's no wars or even rumors of wars, and that's where you have bulls in charge, and that's where you have a bull market. When people look at it from a technical analysis perspective, that's when the market is in a very long and strong uptrend. But since I mentioned that it cycles, there's always an opposite side of the spectrum or the opposite side of the cycle. That's where you have the bear market. And everything that I talked about, in the bull market, there's optimism. In the bear market, there's pessimism. In the bull market, everyone wants to buy, even if it's higher. In a bear market, no matter how low it is, there's a larger portion that still wants to stay in the sideline. That's a characteristic of a bear market. And in bear market, there could be rumors of wars, there could be wars, there could be economic turmoil, there could be a lot of things going on in the macro. Inflation could be higher. Currencies also are affecting how import and exports are working in a certain economy. But that's the reality of things. Please do remember this, that no matter how optimistic we are, markets don't go up forever. It's impossible. It's impossible also for markets to go down forever. What I'm saying is actually this. If it's all cycles, and you believe it's all cycles, that if we are currently in a bear market situation right now, then based on history, based on statistics, it gets better. And what you do when the market is bear far outweighs what you do when the market is better. Because I'll say this over and over, money, growth, earnings are done when it's bear. When 95 to 99% of the population don't want to deploy capital. Why? Because when everyone wants to invest, when everyone is excited, then everything's expensive. You don't get deals. Your upside gets lesser. Regardless of what your time frame is, there's a lot of opportunity right now. And I want to segment this first to people who are actually trading. If you're a short-term person looking into the markets, by all means trade. Please do note this, when the market is bear, it's still support and resistance. When the market is bear, when it hits the resistance, you bought at the support, take profits. When the market is bear and it's at the resistance, you can actually short. When the market is bear, it's at the support, it breaks down from the support. If you have an open position, you can actually cut loss and sell. Or it could be an opportunity also for you to short. Or similar thing, if it's in a downtrend, that could be an opportunity also for you to short and maximize the downward movements. And here's the thing, and this is something that's risky. This is something that I don't suggest to a lot of people. There are times also that those swings, those small percentages, once it goes up and down, and it's leverage, and you manage the leverage well, and you study it well, and it's a smaller part of your portfolio, not everything, then smaller gains, smaller movements, smaller volatilities with leverage could benefit you also well. So what I'm trying to say is this. How do you benefit from the bear? Tip number one, just trade. But trade based on what you know, trade based on what your expertise are, trade based on what you are familiar on. Meaning, if you've memorized or you know Bitcoin, its movement, that's what you're comfortable in, you don't have to actually study all of the other altcoins. Why? Because you can just cycle through that. You can just actually use a 15-minute chart and trade that all together, put a bit of leverage on it. It's okay also if you're not comfortable with shorting, it's okay also, but wait for it as it hits the support, buy at the support, hits a level of resistance, take profits, and do that over and over and over again. When the market is bear, when everything's scary, when people don't want to invest, it still oscillates and you can trade that volatility. Number two, I want to address people who are long-term, people who want to stack. When the market is bear, find assets that are amazing. Find assets that are superior. Find assets that will stand the test of time. Find out how cheap they are. Find out what discounts can you get from it, and accumulate, build a base, and develop life-changing volume while the market is bear. No matter how good the cryptocurrency is or how good the stock is, when people are scared, they'll dump. When people are scared or their jobs are hit, or businesses are hit, or they need to be liquid, they'll sell. And that would be your opportunity to be able to get something that's life-changing. That could be your opportunity to get something that could change the course and trajectory also of your life. It could happen when the market is good, but it could be amplified even more when the market is bad. It could be amplified even more when you get good discounts. Build a base on it. That's what you should do when the markets are bare. It's an opportunity for you to be able to stack. It's an opportunity for you to be able to get assets, get stocks, get crypto at very, very cheap rates. Use this time, use this opportunity for you to be able to build volume. Use this time, use this opportunity for you to be able to do things. And if your timeline is very, very long, where it is in 2022, comparing it to 2032, 2042, 2052, 2062, it won't really matter anymore, especially if the company is good. And if you want to gauge it, look for companies that are part of our lives. Look at how Coca-Cola has performed. Look at how Unilever, Procter & Gamble, companies that will form part and parcel of how we live our lives. If you're investing for the long term, if you're buying something that's superior, bear markets are an opportunity for you to be able to accumulate and build a base. So number one, what do you do to beat the bear markets? Trade. Number two, what do you do so you can beat the bear markets? Stack, invest, build life-changing volume. Number three, if you're the type of person that wants cash flow, you're the type of person that's a bit defensive, you're the type of person that's a bit scared in volatility, then just park it into assets that will give you cash flow. It doesn't matter if it's bonds, it doesn't matter if it's Pag-ibig MP2. If you're the type of person who doesn't want the volatility but wants to get cash flow, or you just want to hold on to your position but also get a return while holding onto it, then just buy assets that you can stake, can get dividends on, or you can get interest on. While you're waiting for the markets to recover, you get compensated. Especially if you're buying bonds, especially if you're buying preferred shares, especially if you know the REITs are very, very predictable. You already have an amount of money that you know that you could expect. If you're putting it in a stable coin also, that's giving you not ludicrous returns on a stable coin, but returns that are relatively respectable, then I think it should be fine. I think it should be okay. So how do you beat it? You stake, stay defensive, get dividend paying stocks, get interest yielding investments, and that's how you win. You won't earn as much as those that are trading, but you also won't lose as much. Those who are accumulating, who are building a base, buying the ones that will perform very, very well for the long term, they may not get a return. But if you're the type of person that wants cash flow, at least you get your return. And if I'll cycle through this three options that I gave you in terms of a safest, this third option is the safest because it requires less transactions. It requires you just holding and receiving cash flow. The second one that's riskier is accumulation and buying the ones that are lower because it could still get lower and you would have missed out on the opportunity of buying it at a cheaper price. And the third, but the one that has the most risk, is when you're actually trading. Since it's not a one-size-fits-all strategy, you have to find what works for you. So it doesn't mean that you have to be a trader. It doesn't also mean that you have to be an accumulator. It doesn't have to mean that you're a staker or you have to be a dividend investor. But based on the three that I told you, scenarios, techniques, strategies, and how you beat the bear markets, use what fits you the most and double down and deploy capital on that as well. So there, I hope you guys got a lot from this. I hope that this was something that was insightful. I hope that this was something that was informative. If you have questions, put it down below. If you want to support this channel to be pushed to more people that read this bear market, comment down below. Like this video. It would mean a lot. If you could share it, then even better. If you want to take your learning to the next level, check out the books that I've written. Check out the seminars that I've done. They're all recorded. They're all webinar format. They're all technical analysis based if you want to trade. But if you want to be an accumulator or a staker or an investor, check out also my fundamental analysis course or the Investment 101 webinar. It's an investment on yourself because it will help you gain the conviction on how to navigate the markets properly. I'm thinking of making a community. I don't know if it's going to be Telegram or Discord or a Facebook group, but if that's something that interests you, comment down below and let me know if you want to be part of the community. And lastly, I have a second channel. I'm trying to revive it also, and I'm trying to put all of my crypto/technical analysis videos there. Check it out. It's called Investing Made Easy. Links are in the description down below. So that's it for now. Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all. So mommy was a bit tired already while I was filming. So I took little Satoshi and I included her in my video. So So it wasn't really something that was planned, but just needed to help my wife out also, and I really needed to finish my video. So here she is. She was on my lap the whole time I was recording. Say hi to them, little Satosh.
What's up?
Say hello. So there. Say bye bye.